ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם שהכל נהיה בדברו. Have you ever wondered what is the origin of the word disoriented? We use it when we are sort of lost. We don't know which direction to go. So we say we are disoriented. You know where it comes from? Where does the word orient mean? Orient means east, really. So disoriented means that you don't know where the east is. Why not the west? Why aren't we lost because we don't know where the west is? Once the compass was created, we know that the needle always looks for the north. So we should say we are disnorted or something like that. But we don't use it. We say disoriented. It's a very peculiar thing. Let me think a little bit about it. Because in Hebrew, the word for orient is mizrach. But in the beginning of the Bible, it's not mizrach really. The word is kedem. God says to Abraham, and you are going to go all over, ufaratzta, yama vakedma tzafona vanegba. Kedma is kedem. You are going to go yama, which means the sea, which is the Mediterranean, and that is in the west of Israel. And you are also going to go kedma, kedem, which means the east. The word mizrach wasn't used yet in the Bible. Later on, it'll be used as well. We also find, for instance, that Adam in the Kabbalah is called Adam HaKadmon. He is the man from the east. In Hebrew, for instance, if you want to say before, you say kodem. Kodem means before. Kodem comes from the same root as kedem, which means orient, the east. Why do we say that? Maybe when people thought that the world is flat, and they saw that the sun rises in the east and sets in the west, well, they thought that the origin of everything is really the east. That's where everything comes from. And the word mizrach also comes from the word zarach, which means to shine. And it starts to shine from the east. So when you say something happened before, you are pointing to the east, because there is where everything happens. Well, I remember once hearing President Shimon Peres say that history, what happened before, isn't so important. What you have to do is look at the present, look at the future, because if you delve in history, it won't teach you much, because history doesn't repeat itself. But Albert North Whitehead said something else, that those who don't study history are condemned to repeat the same mistakes. So while I think we have to look at the future, I think it's very important to look at Kedem also, to look at the Orient, to look at our sources, to look at our roots, where we come from. I think when we know exactly who we are, what our traditions, what our heritage is, then is when we can see really a future. Then we can find the north of our lives. Then we can find the compass that will lead us on a path that will be of progress, of self-fulfillment, and also of great spiritual satisfaction.